pits, but not for him. Oh, goody. Adventurers. We haven't got a menu, we've got stew and ale. Leave your axe at the door.
So let's get started by everyone rolling a d20. There goes your crit for the night. Kay, who do you want to do the recap?
Ooh.
Cynthia.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. All right. So here's what happened. We got out of the freaking house. And we leveled up. I remember that part. And yeah, but we did find out a lot of cool stuff about that house, and that it wasn't the main quest. But they're basically a couple that had a alternative lifestyle that their kids didn't know about. And they got kinky once the lights went out, and they put the kids to bed, and they would get up to some shenanigans in their basement. Which, it's like any romper room in in suburbia America. It could happen to anyone. But they did die in their basement, get turned into ghouls. Meanwhile, their kids were locked up in their bedroom and they died. We fought the monster, killed the monster, and the kids felt better about it, and we put them to rest, and we finished that. Now we are back out on the road, camping, I think, sleeping. We got some sleep because we did never sleep in that house. The end.
Yeah, you managed to kite, for the most part, a large pile of rubbish around a water-soaked room with a broom doing its best to sweep it up.
Yep.
And fortunately for you, the broom was not the hero in that situation. That would have been embarrassing.
Would it have, though? Like,
all of you go down, but this broom is the savior.
yeah.
He cleaned up our mess.
He just swept our little bones away. And yeah.
Cleaned up this town. Alright, so you exit out of the house. You can see that the fog is cleared. And Maeve is reunited with
Samuel.
Boop. And it is, you suspect it to be like midday, though the clouds in the sky prevent you from actually determining what time of day it is. But about the heat and the amount of light, you can feel as if you're in the middle of a day. And around you, the town is still fairly empty of people. You look down the street in the direction that you came from, both entering the town and when you turn the corner to get here from the tavern. And you do see like a couple people like just like shuffling along the cobblestones, and though they are alive, they don't seem very lively. So what would you like to do first? Any takers? Do you want to just head back to the tavern?
Did we end up resting after the house?
You did not.
We did. Oh, we didn't rest.
Nope. You leveled up, but you did not rest.
I'm kind of hurting, guys. I think I need to go lay down.
We need to go to the tavern and see if we can rent a room. In fact, I thought we rented a room before.
We did,
Anyway.
but that was before
Yeah.
it went. The fog came in and the tavern
didn't
went all
get to sleep.
decrepit.
Yeah. Let's go see if it's back to what it was like when we paid the guy.
Sounds good.
So you head back in the direction. You feel as though you know a good sense of this place. You last saw it covered in fog, but it was still light enough to see everything around you. And you tread your way back to the center of town where the tavern is located. And when you go down the street and turn a corner to get there, you see a couple more people are scattered around the street, in twos or by themselves. They just kind of like keep to themselves, looking down or to the side, and just shuffle along, getting to wherever they need to go.
Hmm.
And the Flint, you do not see where his wagon has gone, but you can look down and see the crossroads from before, where the tavern was on the right hand side and the mercantile was on the left. So you make
go
your
to
way,
the tavern.
Yeah, you make your way to the crossroads, and as you get to that point, you're starting to make your way to the side of the street to where the tavern is, and from the northern part, you can hear kind of a slight wailing, as you would describe it. But you look and you see an elderly woman pushing a cart down the cobblestones. It's kind of creaking as it goes along, and she's saying, "Dream pastries, get your dream pastries here." She seems to be making any kind of noise of this town, this quiet town, and she's just like looking at the people, and as she's walking by, they kind of like look at her and shuffle away a little bit faster. But you walk up to the tavern as this woman is pushing her cart through the crossroads.
I'm gonna ask her. Can I step over and ask her what's a dream pastry?
Oh, hello, young lady. A dream pastry is handcrafted by me and my sisters. We grind the flour ourselves, and we make these pastries. They make you dream amazing. You sleep at night and you had the best night of sleep you've ever had. Your wildest dreams come true when you're asleep after you eat these.
Well, you don't seem to be selling very many to the local people. Do you normally sell quite a few?
I do, to those who really need a little pick-me-up. Some people are a bit hesitant. They aren't so sure, but they enjoy our pastries. Would you like to try one? One on the house for free.
Well, I won't eat it here because I'm really full, but I will take one, certainly.
Oh yes, no problem. Just eat it when you're about to go to sleep, and you'll have magical dreams.
Lovely, I'll do that. Thank you.
This sounds like drugs.
The next one is a silver each, but the first one's on the house. I just want to
Definitely
spread
sounds like
some
drugs.
joy to those who need it.
Lovely. Okay, well, I've heard of things like this. It's always the first one's always free.
What?
Believe
what
me,
else?
you'll be back.
Okay. Oh, you sound pretty sure of that.
What else do you put in the pastries besides flour, hand ground flour?
We
And
put
opium.
Only
Oh.
the finest meth.
We get some sugar from the vineyard to the west. They provide us, and we also have some fruit from our local apple tree in there.
Oh.
What flavors
Yes.
are these ones?
Oh, these are just apple. We don't have a lot of different ingredients around here. Sometimes the vineyard supplies us with grapes, and sometimes we put grape jam in the pastries as well.
She's so excited.
Oh, I just love
Wow.
them.
All
Would you
right,
like to
well,
try
thank you.
one?
Is the first one free for each of us?
Yes, first time customers, first one is always free. Company policy.
I will not take your wolf food. Fenharel Makilana. And Kay is gonna
Oh.
just kind of step away.
So rude. Make sure you
Oh, don't
hide
mind her.
those ears when you're here. People aren't too friendly to outsiders.
Fenharel Mahalam.
It's a sun-up town.
Hume will gladly accept one of the pastries. I think after the death house, I need some cheer, even if it is drugs.
And what does she look like when he says drugs?
She just smiles. Oh,
Kay is
it's
just gonna
not,
shake her head.
it's
I'll take
not
one
any,
too.
Any minerals that we put in there that will change it. But it's magic, of course. No explaining our
magic.
secret ingredient.
All right, thank you. I apologize for our friend.
It's
She's-
okay. Sometimes people are a bit close-minded.
And she just needs a nap.
Oh,
Yes,
you will
we all
have a
do.
great nap with one of these. Are you sure you don't want one?
No. First off,
Okay.
why would you want to sleep through the night? The night is the most important time of the day.
Well,
It's not day.
You know what I meant.
But I did take one.
okay.
Let us go.
All right, thank you. We'll be seeing you around.
You're very welcome. She continues to push her cart down the cobblestones and say, "Dream pastries for sale." Pastries for
And everyone shuffles away from her. Well. Okay.
All right, and so you head inside the tavern again.
Yes. Yes. They took my money. I either want my room that I paid for or my money back with interest.
Oh boy.
So you walk into this tavern once again. Tavern, the Blood on the Vine, and it's very familiar to when you last saw it. It has the three ladies that were there before, although this time they're much more quiet. They are keeping themselves. You look over at them and they're just kind of like just looking tired. They seem to have a cup of something that they're like just slowly nursing, but they're laid back, not talking at all. And the tavern keep he seems to be behind the bar, his arms folded, sitting back on the wall, his eyes closed. It appears that he could be sleeping.
Okay. Must be the day after the bachelorette party. Shall we go up and see about getting a room?
Kay is going to nod her head and then approach the innkeep and slam her fist on the door or on the counter. Just
Oh boy. Here we go.
Do you want to roll intimidation for this?
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
That's investigation, but you still rolled a 1.
I still rolled it.
So you,
Intimidation would just be negative, so it'd just be a 1.
if it's a negative, it would be 0.
It'd be 0. So yes.
So even worse than a 1.
It'd be even worse.
So you, as menacing as you can, like slam your fist down on the table, but after being in the death house and almost dying several times, you just kind of like thump it, and he opens one eye, and he says, "What do you want? You want your room? You have
Yes,
it.
please.
You have the key, don't you?"
I don't know. Did I get a key?
I believe so. I think Kay went upstairs and to the room at least once while Maven.
I did not.
You didn't?
No.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else. But
That
You've
was
been
a different game.
Have
no,
you
that
been
was
eating pastries?
it was Maeve and Hazel were here first, and then
Oh.
Kay was here second. That's why I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just you have your room. You're back.
Yes.
Waste my food. It go rotten when you go.
Yes, we noticed the entire establishment went rotten.
You better not speak up about that. They would not like it. And he'll gesture over to the ladies.
Then I'm going to lean in and whisper, "Then it sounds like you have answers for our questions. Perhaps later you can come up to room.
What?
It will be worth your time."
Roll persuasion.
What's going on here?
For
I don't hear any of this
information.
word. Oh, all right. I don't hear any of that.
Persuasion. 14.
I do not know what you're talking about. I run this place.
I'm
What
going to
questions do you
put
have?
down 2 gold on the counter. Just put 2 down and slide them to him.
Well, that doesn't answer my question. What questions do you have? I don't know what answers to give.
Come up to room later, and we have many things to discuss.
He'll lean forward and pull the gold over. Okay. Whatever you say, elf lady.
If you do not come, I will find you.
I have a particular set of skills.
I will find you, and I will get my answers. I have a
Okay.
certain set of skills. And I'm going to gesture to the ladies. Come, we go to a room.
Okay. I'm just tired. I just want to go to bed. Yeah.
Yep, I'm coming.
Maybe they have outlet for Hume. I don't know.
You
Yeah.
outlet?
I see notes. Wait,
Sidearm?
I keep thinking he's a construct, but he's not that.
Oh.
I'm like, you gotta plug him in?
Yeah.
Recharge?
Glow
it's the
even more when you
European
do so.
outlets, and he's got the Western, and I hope he brought a converter.
Yeah.
He's gonna short circuit.
Yeah.
Hume will place money for a room to himself. It's not super keen on sharing with a room with 3 ladies. He's a man of God.
It's fine. We're all part of cult now. And I'm gonna leave the ladies up to the room.
Okay.
And then Kay is just gonna fall on the floor and pass out.
On the
Yeah.
floor? Didn't
Yeah.
even make it to the bed.
I didn't even make it to the bed. I just entered the room, took my shoes off, dropped my bags, found a corner, and just slid down the wall and was now asleep.
Okay. Well, this tavern is all right. When you enter this room, it has 2 beds. It's
Oh, good.
not super shabby, but it's not super upkept either. The sheets are just kind of thrown on as best they can, and the pillows are crumpled up a little bit. They aren't really fluffed, but it's substantial for sleeping in.
Yeah.
Maeve goes straight towards the bed and just flops on it,
Mhm.
stomach down, and goes to sleep.
Yeah. Hazel takes the other bed and proceeds to pass out.
Okay. So you have 1 person on the floor and 2 people on each bed.
Well, that
One
works out.
person
There's only 2 beds.
And like it's just quick. 4 hours pass, and Kay, you are feeling refreshed. No more disturbances. No eerie screams. No tracks of monsters that you can see. No falling rocks onto the bed.
Thank
Just,
goodness.
Completely full night's sleep, full day's sleep as well.
Kay is going to look under the bed just to be safe. Make sure there's nothing weird under there.
Oh.
That's a boogeyman.
Investigation just is only supposed to get ones, right?
Yeah. You're not supposed to find anything in this game.
Yeah.
You look around and you find just like several wads of dust that have been swept under here.
Clean it up while you're at it.
You kind of like peek under it, and there's this ball of fluff. It appears to be a monster, but as you like gasp, the ball of fluff just like harmlessly floats away.
And then Samuel comes darting out from under the bed.
Oh, it is just cat.
He looks offended.
I am going to, like, if the other two are still sleeping, I'm going to get my boots on. I will probably put my backpack on as well. And I will leave the room and go look for the innkeeper.
Okay. You go downstairs, and the three ladies are still there. They look a bit more chipper, though they're still not talking that much. Mostly because they have large shanks of meat in their face, and they're just like tearing it off and very lazily chewing. And then they, with the wad of meat in their mouth, they'll take a swig of whatever drink they have. And you go over and find the same tavern keep sitting there, just but the scene is a bit different. There's one extra person there. There is a kind of a younger man, maybe 20s, sitting at one of the tables. He has a cup that he's just like 1,000 yards staring into. He's just watching it, and he's just sitting there. No one is talking. It's very quiet. There's a light crackle of the fireplace, but other than that, that's what's going on.
Are the ladies still there too?
Yes, the three are still sitting in the comfortable seats.
I'm gonna go to the innkeep. And be like, Anathara, I am wondering if you could bring food up to our room.
Not doing anything else. I suppose I can.
Wonderful. And then I want to just look at this guy and
Okay.
insight him. 22.
What are you looking for?
I want to see what he looks like. Like, what's he wearing? Does he look disheveled? Does he look well rested? Like, is he alive, or is this guy like?
No,
dead?
he's dead. No, he's pretty muscular. Looks like he might have a job involving the outdoors. He's got like his shirt is fairly dirty, and there's like the sweat marks under his armpits and around his collar. You get a look at his face, and he looks just exhausted. Like he hasn't had a good night's sleep in a long time. But he's just staring at the mug. Occasionally he'll like take a drink, but put it back down.
I am going to just I'm gonna place the order with the innkeep. So like a loaf of bread and I guess 2 turkey legs and cheese wheel.
A whole wheel.
Wheel.
Oh, wheel.
All right. Well, you paid quite a bit for this room. You've been, other than leaving the other night, and
Hey, but
not
you
coming
still
back
got
for a
paid.
couple days. Yes, yes, it is true. All right.
Did he say we were gone for a couple days?
He
You
did.
were gone for a couple days? That can't be right.
Yes, you came, had the drink, paid for a room, left. Days later, you show up again.
Alam
It was.
Shivanas. That can't be right. Huh? Interesting. Yes. Well, anyways, and then the beers, I guess. Up to our room, if you would.
Do you just want a cask? It's much easier to bring cask than 3 mugs. Or 4 mugs, that is.
How big is a cask?
Yeah. How much? How
Well,
much
it's
is
like,
keg?
it's not a keg, but it's like a cask. It's,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm thinking like a big barrel, like those naked people wear in
Yeah,
cartoons.
that's a barrel, and then kegs are slightly smaller, and then casks are like just like
It's like a carafe.
a foot. in
Carafe,
diameter.
yeah.
A carafe
Radius.
of beer, please. Yes, that sounds great.
All right.
Then I'm gonna look at this guy and be like, Anathara, we are traveling through this town. Do you know any place that might have wares?
Where's?
I'm talking to the farmer guy.
Oh, okay.
You'll like turn,
Like arrows, where I can buy more arrows.
look at you. Sorry, what?
Are you okay, my
tired.
friend? You're
It's been
tired.
It's been a long couple days.
Have you been awake that entire time?
I don't know. I hope
What
not.
do you mean you don't know? Are
Well,
you
it's-
okay?
Sleep is a bit tough right now.
Are you diseased?
No, it's just it's none of your business. I don't want to take up your time.
I have plenty of time to give right now. If you need assistance with anything that is keeping you up, I would be glad to help, as well as my comrades. We do have a healer with us.
He'll shift with that 22. You can notice that his eyes kind of like dart slightly to the side, and says, "You're from far away, aren't you?"
Yes.
Do you have skills that you could use to protect somebody?
I believe so, yes.
I'm not a man hiring mercenaries very often, but maybe I could get. You said you had others here?
Yes.
Maybe
There are 3 others with me.
maybe I could hire you as bodyguards.
Sure.
That's
Would be interested in this job. I mean, I'm just speaking for myself, but I'm sure they would be interested as well.
well, that'd be really helpful.
What was your name again?
I'm Ismark.
Ismark. Hold on.
It's Ismark Koyanovich.
How do you spell Ismark?
Exactly how
Ismark.
it sounds.
Ismark Koyanovic. Koyanovic or Koyanovich?
It's, either way works.
It's your name. I mean, all right. Well,
Some people get lost in translation. It's fine.
is there a place where you would like us to meet for this job?
Yeah. my sister and I have been having some troubles. That's why I'm so tired. It's keeping us awake all the time. But if you want to head out of this tavern, and when you get to the crossroads, go just straight south, and you'll see our house. I'll meet you outside so that it's pretty obvious where we are. But how
Right.
long do you think you'll be?
Well, my friends are still recuperating, but probably in maybe a few hours.
It'd be best if you could come before nightfall. I'd really appreciate it.
All right.
And once you're there, I'll pay you. But I'm a bit strapped for cash right now.
No worries. Would this happen to be, if you don't mind me asking, a wolf problem?
Yeah, I'd say that. Have a
Alright.
lot of wolves around here, increasing recently.
Good to know. And is there happen to be a blacksmith or weaponry around?
You're hard pressed to find someone like that. We mostly get goods coming in to sell here. We don't really have a smithy or any kind of Fletcher. You were looking for arrows, but across the street, outside, that's where you'll find the goods.
All right. Thank you for letting me know. We shall see you in a few hours then.
My apologies. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, sorry. My name is Kaylee Farash, but you may call me Kay.
Thank you, Kay.
Saluna Naste. And then I'm gonna head upstairs.
Okay.
Samuel is sitting on the floor in the middle of the room staring at the door when you walk in.
Hello, cat? Yes, you are a cat. Good cat.
Yes. If we got our full sleep to get everything back to normal, then yes, I'm up.
Okay. Well, before you get the remainder of your 4 hours, since Kay only needs 4, the tavern keep will come in and present you with the bread. He'll have a large platter with bread and cheese, and he'll have one cask under his arm with 4 mugs in his fingers, and a large slab of meat that he's cut into 4 separate portions for everyone.
Are you guys gonna have like a little dinner party while we're sleeping and the bed's over there?
Oh no, I just wanted to have like food ready for when you guys wake up. When he comes in and starts putting stuff out, I'm gonna be like, Masaranas. So you said that we were gone for a few days?
Yes.
How many?
I know it. I know it's hard to know which day is which when the clouds cover the sun, but I'd say 4 days.
4 days.
Jeepers. No wonder we're sleepy.
All right. And then you said the food went rotten. But when we came in, I guess, do you guys often have weird weather patterns? Fog rolling in at night?
Yes, it is a problem. You have to stay inside when the fog rolls in.
Oh, that is good to know. Do you happen to know? Let's see, what was that house called? Like, what did
the death house?
Well, the death house, but what was it called? Like, it was
their names.
The last name was Durst.
Durst, yeah.
Do you know of a Durst in this town?
Yes, that family passed away quite a while ago.
How long ago? I was wondering to try and find the relatives.
Well, their kin, they have no one else. They had parties almost every night. Lots of people come in, come out a few hours later. But just suddenly they stopped. It's been several years. I don't know how long.
Oh, several years. And nobody has claimed house?
No one would want to.
So free real estate then.
I suppose so. If you really want that place, but I wouldn't recommend it. People say they hear screams, even though there's nobody there.
That is very strange. Let's see, they've been gone or dead for a few years.
What was that?
I'm just writing down notes for a few years. Those three ladies down, are they always here?
Yes, they own
Who
the
are
place.
Oh, they are owners, but they do not help you?
Uh, the Vistani, they don't really want to help out.
Vistani, is that their family name?
The people, they aren't necessarily from Barovia, but they have their ways coming in and out. They don't. They seem to have some recognition with him, but
Who is him?
Call him the devil.
Fenharal?
But don't look too into it. The devil knows too much sometimes.
Well. That gentleman that was down there has offered me and my comrades a job. Do you happen to know if it's a common problem here in town? Like he's not the only one having this issue?
Well, he kind of does what he wants. He's the burgomaster's son.
That man downstairs that I talked to?
Yes.
He is burgomaster. Burgomaster son. Well, we shall be protecting him or something this evening, so thank you for bringing the food and allowing us to rest in this room. I'm sure I don't know how long we will be staying, but
the money you paid is plenty of room.
Alright.
I and also the ladies downstairs appreciate it.
Alright. Masaranas. And I'll gesture him that he's okay to go.
Alright. You'll slowly walk out and close the room, or the door to the room.
And then I'm gonna sit down and just eat some food and feed the cat some of the turkey if it wants it. I'm gonna be like, get. You take, kitty.
The food.
He will.
Others to wake up.
He will come over, grab a piece, and then go back to where he was.
All right. You get the rest of your long rest, the two of you. And
Thank you.
You wake up to Kay attempting to play with the cat as best she can.
Maeve wakes up suddenly as if she is awaking from a nightmare.
Ah! I'm eating.
Eating
Alright.
turkey!
Gonna get up and eat.
Saludo noste. I
get
have
up and eat.
ordered food.
Okay,
And I have
great, thank you.
answers.
It's
And the
very
job.
thoughtful. Oh, I forgot about my dream pastry. Where's Hume? Did he eat his?
No, I did not eat mine.
So I
Or
better
gonna
Hume
hang
had
on
one
to
too,
it.
right?
Yeah, he had one.
Yeah,
don't eat them. We have job tonight.
I know. I did not eat it because it gave me the heebie-jeebies to. Yeah.
Hold on. I will go get Hume, and I'm gonna go look for Hume.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just gonna be
eat.
knocking on all the doors. Hume! Hume!
Isn't it late?
It's like about 7 o'clock. You would imagine. The light from the outside, the windows coming in, is much darker now than before.
We were supposed to. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't there to hear that, so I can't comment on it.
But you do, like, you knock on all the doors, and the only one that opens up is Hume.
Ah, Hume. I have ordered food in our room. Please come. And also, I have news.
Alright. Sounds good.
Grab your stuff.
Okay. Go in.
And then I'm
Grab
gonna
his backpack and come in.
go to our room. And I'm gonna be like, alright, while you all were still sleeping, I went downstairs to order food and talk to innkeeper. And there was a gentleman there who looked very how you say haggard, rough looking. His name was Ismark Koyanovic. And he wants to hire us for a bodyguard job tonight.
Oh,
Wow, you've been busy.
Yes, well, you save a lot of time if you only sleep for 4 hours.
I suppose a job is better than wandering around. Wondering
have
where
also
to be.
found out that the innkeeper has told me that he is the burgomaster's son.
oh.
I
Was
don't
there not-
remember if I figured out what that means.
Was there
The
not a
mayor.
burgomaster on the
Man.
boat that we found on body?
Oh, where's that note?
Old lady has it.
Oh yeah, I have it. It said. Let me open it up here.
Oh boy, here we go again.
There's text at the bottom.
All right. Okay. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send your honor with despair.
Oh,
My
That's from him.
adopted daughter, the fair Irina Kolyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from the unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. And it was from Kolyan Indrovich, the burgomaster.
now that I know how creepy this place is, the departing for a better life sounds kind of.
It sounds sad, yeah. That's why, yeah.
Yeah.
I have also found out that we were gone, according to innkeeper, for 4 days.
Oh my goodness.
But it truly felt like just one day.
I felt like I hadn't sleeping for 4 days, tell you that. I was tired.
Indeed.
Didn't we only sleep in that house once?
We never.
It wasn't even for that long.
Yes.
Slept
we
like-
never got
Yeah,
to
not
sleep.
even 4 hours, I think. I got like an hour here, an
Well,
hour there.
No, I mean like up in the upper part of the house. We got.
Oh, we did sleep
we
there
did
once,
rest for
yes.
like 8 hours.
That's true. So that was one day.
I don't think we did.
Uh-huh. When
We
we
did.
were still
You
upstairs.
did.
We slept for upstairs?
Yeah, you, did.
Uh-huh.
You got a long rest
Oh,
to get rid of your
yeah.
exhaustion.
You slept in the bed that Hazel had made.
That's right.
I don't remember any of this. I remember joking about it, but alright, whatever. Anyways, we were gone for 4 days. That house, the Durst home, the family has been dead for several years.
Seems about right.
We would have parties every night, guests coming in every night, and then suddenly nothing. But we know obviously what happened. Those ladies downstairs, those are the owners of this establishment.
Hmm.
The innkeeper called them Vistanti, but he said they're not from here, but they seem to have connections with him. When I asked who him was, he said, Fenharel, or the devil.
Oh my goodness.
The devil?
What? Holy cow.
My people
Well-
called him Fenharel, wolf, dread wolf of the night.
Well,
Devil
Are
is-
we thinking that the actual devil is here in Barovia?
I do not know.
I'm just kind of
But
hoping.
he has henchmen here.
What we've seen, I wouldn't doubt it.
Ugh.
that's true. Wild.
But
Long.
Should we go help the guy that asked you for help? Did you tell him we would help him?
I did, yes. So hurry up and eat, and then we will go.
Okay.
All right, and you all scarf down your dinner and chug the. Did you ask for beer or
Mhm.
some other liquid?
Beer. He brought like a cask of beer.
Right.
And a wheel of cheese.
You kind of feel the effects of alcohol, but it really doesn't affect you very much. You don't even have to make con saves for that. It's pretty
Yeah.
weak. But full bellies and the night ahead of you, you can make your way to that place.
Okay.
You make your way downstairs. The man that, or Ismark, is gone, and the ladies are on the couch, and they're back to their old selves of telling stories of people being foolish and just spreading rumors, just having a good time. You know, drinking up, having a nice platter of assorted fruits and cheeses on there with some bread. If you look to the tavern keep as you walk out, he kind of just nods to you and goes back to his annoyingly watching the ladies being boisterous.
Should we thank the ladies for letting us stay in their establishment? Their good service?
They aren't doing anything though.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah.
I
They-
think innkeeper. I
Alright.
nod at the innkeeper.
He'll make another nod back at you. And you head out into the street.
Okay.
It's much darker. It's like the night you got here, with overcast skies and nobody in the streets. across the street from the tavern is a shop that's it has a light on, but it looks as if they're starting to clean up and close shop.
All right. We head out of tavern, go to crossroads, and head straight south. That is what he told me. We must make haste.
And what did he say what we're doing?
Bodyguard job. Sounds like they have problems defending their property. They need good fighters.
Oh.
The man seemed very exhausted. Like he had been staying up for the last few nights.
Okay. Let's find out if the letter we had and this issue are connected.
All right. So you head to the crossroads. It's right in sight, and then you take a left down the street, going south, and you make it about 50 feet before a very loud shriek comes from a house on the left-hand side.
No, we
that
have
the house?
jobs. We get to job.
Okay, run.
But okay.
Hume will tap his shield, casting the light spell to light the way. And you can see straight ahead there's a large building, kind of like a manor, an estate, that has bars, or has a metal fence around the property. And you can see in the distance a figure is standing there, kind of just waiting. And you see Ismark kind of just leaning against one of the fence posts, sees you coming, and he raises his arm up to wave, although it's a very lethargic hand gesture.
I raise my hand up to wave back and yell like, Anatara! We have arrived.
Welcome. I think you made it just in time, but I haven't seen any trouble yet. Though it might be a bit difficult to get inside the house for now.
Are we going in the house, or do you want us to surround property?
We'll go in the house to talk to my sister first.
All right.
What is attacking the house?
Truth be
The property.
told, I haven't been here in a couple days. Irina has been just a mess. I've been trying to get in, but she's not been letting me. I've seen the creatures come, can't do anything about it, but she keeps it place boarded up pretty well.
Is she your blood relative?
Yeah.
And she has the last name as you?
Well, here the last names kind of vary. So my father was Koyan, and I take his first name as my last name. And depending on, I guess, the gender of whoever is son or daughter, I am Koyanovic, and she is Koyana.
Is your father a blood relative?
Well, yeah, she is my flesh and blood.
And your father... the innkeeper informed me that your father was burgomaster.
Yeah. He is, yeah.
When was last time you saw father?
Well, like I said, I haven't been here for a couple days. He's with Irina inside.
I'm gonna nervously look at the rest of the group.
Yeah, me too. Feel like we should probably tell him.
We give him leather.
I'm afraid we have some bad news. We found a letter from your father, and it says that your sister has been bitten by a vampire.
Roll persuasion. No. I've seen the beast. They're not vampires. They're furry. We've had some attacks by some furry creatures. I don't believe that any vampires. I've been watching this house every night. As you can tell, I haven't been sleeping very well. But I can't say that I've seen that.
But we have a letter. Would you recognize your father's handwriting?
Of course, yeah. I've been trying to keep up with his influence. I will inherit the town once he has passed.
Hazel? Do you want to give him the letter?
Yeah, I'll show it to him. This is signed from the Burgermeister. This is
We
what was
found
on.
this rotting body outside of town.
That is his handwriting. But I think he's mistaken. I can't believe this. If we'll go inside, we'll see the two of them, and we'll talk to him personally. We'll discuss it. He's just overreacting. That's it. Yeah.
I just think we should be prepared. Prepared for the worst and hope for the best.
Oh, and he'll look at the letter again. By the way, don't say anything about this adopted thing to Irina. She doesn't know. It's
So
best
you know.
she keeps the secret. She thinks we're siblings, flesh and blood.
But you know
Okay.
too.
All right.
Okay.
I guess are you ready to head inside?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. And he'll open the large metal gates that lead onto the property. Lead you inside, and a weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn, and the stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. You see that there have been heavy claw marks that have been stripped.
Go tell Daddy.
Yeah? What?
Sorry. Kids were interrupting me.
Okay. Heavy claw markings have stopped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window, and all the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen. And he'll lead you up the path to the front door.
Has your house been assailed by fire?
That's my bad. in my attempts to keep the creatures at bay, I've used fire. I've heard that fire is good against wolves, but I've been mean to not set the house on fire. A little bit, but it's nothing too damaging.
I'm just gonna like stare at him like your whole house looks terrible. So
Well, can't do whole much about that. These beasts come every night. None of us can get any sleep. As far as I know. I mean, I haven't been here, but I can't imagine they've been sleeping restfully while being under this attack.
So you're saying that you've been outside guarding the house, but you haven't been inside for a few days? Is that what you're...
Yeah, unfortunately. I haven't seen Irina in quite some time, as well as my father. But I'm sure she'll welcome us with open arms when they see that we have much of a better force to protect her.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, because that just seems weird.
What are you looking for?
When he said that he's been guarding the house but hasn't been inside the house for a while, that just seems weird to me.
Okay. You can tell that he's honest about keeping an eye on it, and he looks as if he hasn't seen... Like, he looks like he's truly misses his family that has been inside the house.
He's just weird.
So he'll turn, and on the large double doors, he'll knock at the door, say, "Irina, it's Ismark. Come bring help." And from the interior, you hear a thunk as a very slight sliver of a point comes out of the wooden door. He'll jump back. They're on edge. I know.
Very friendly greeting.
Come on, Irina. I know that it's been frightening, but we need to get some help. Like, you need to come out eventually. Let me in. I want to see Dad.
Is she afraid of you?
I don't know. She's afraid of everything out here. I think that the two of them will believe that everything's trying to get in with the constant attacks, and it is, point to the cloudy sky. It's obviously nightfall, so the creatures could come in at any time.
All right. So are we worried about opening the door? We're still standing outside?
Pound on the door again. I mean, you can open the door if you'd like.
When you said a bolt came out, the door was open a sliver, something shot out and it shut again?
No. So you got the wooden doors in front, and like through a tiny little
hole?
No, not a hole. It's just like, it's solid. It's all solid, but like a tiny tip of an arrow will have like pierced through and stuck in the door.
Like she shot the closed door.
Yes.
Okay.
So he'll pound on the door again. Irina, get out here. I'm trying to help you.
Is it locked?
He'll attempt to open the door, and the knob twists all the way, but it doesn't quite open. It seems like it's barred from the inside.
Okay.
From inside, you'll hear a very faint, like muffled sound coming through a door, but it's just, "Go away! You're in danger! If you come inside!"
What was the first part? It kind of cut out.
Go away, I think.
Okay.
I'll pound on the door again. "Irina! Come on! Just open the door and we'll talk. This doesn't have to be a forceful way in. We really want to help." Does anyone make any attempts to do anything?
We could try going to one of the windows and pulling off some planks.
We could break down door.
Oh, that doesn't seem very nice.
Well, if we break down the door, we won't have any barriers between us and the creatures.
And the creatures are after her?
I don't know why they're here. They've just been coming every night. They don't attack me when I get close. When I'm from afar, sorry. When I'm watching the house, they don't attack me. They just swarm the house. But I do my best to fend them off from breaking down the door. You said, back in the blood and the vine, you said you have a healer?
Yes. I believe he is healer. And I look at Hume.
He will kind of like, I can't heal.
He's a holy man.
Does anyone have any kind of magical way to put... If we break down this door, are we able to put it back together pretty fast?
Oh, I don't have that sort of a spell.
I can put up a pretend door.
Let me see.
I'm not sure how convinced these creatures will be if you do that.
I can... I can do nothing.
Did you prepare your spells after you had your rest?
Oh, hang on.
I did.
Okay.
Can I try and use my mage hand to open the door from the other side?
Do you have to be... Do you have to see where your mage hand is? Does it say choose a point that you can see?
I'll post it so we can all read it. And then that's my special mage hand. This is the original mage hand.
It's 10 pounds, right? Yeah. It does not say you have to see it. It just says a point within range.
Cool. It's invisible too.
Ooh, your special mage hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll cast my special mage hand and try and lift up the barrier from the other side, and I use my own hand to puppet the mage hand.
Okay. Make an Arcana check. All right. I was gonna say, like, you can't see inside, so you don't really know where the barrier is, but that's a really good roll. So you cast your spell and you lift up the bar that's blocking the way, and once it starts to move up, you hear another thump as another arrow pierces the door, and from inside you hear, "What are you doing? Don't do that! Don't let them in!"
We're not gonna hurt you. Okay, we can go in. Ismark, you first.
Yeah, he'll barge in and have his hands immediately raised as you see this woman at the end of a hall, like a foyer, with a crossbow pointed directly at the door as she's loading another arrow or another bolt into it. And he'll say, Irina, it's alright. It's alright. It's just me.
I'm gonna move my mage hand closer to her. And if she tries to shoot again, I'm gonna try and distract it or hit the weapon away or something.
Okay.
But only if she looks like she's shooting.
Okay. And she's after seeing the 5 of you, she'll quickly but fumble with the mechanisms a bit, and after some frustration she'll toss it aside and pull out a sword and hold it out ready to strike at whoever gets close. Ismark's, Irina, it's alright. These people, they want to help.
We're here to guard the house.
It's too late! They've already taken him.
Taken who?
Burgermaster.
Your father?
Yes. He's dead. She'll drop the sword and against one of the walls, lean against it and slide down to the floor. She looks exhausted. Ismark will run to her and hold her and say, Irina, you gotta tell us what happened. I know it's been so long since I've seen you, but what do you mean he's dead? Did I get in? She says, they didn't get in, but they surprised him. We were boarding up one of the windows, but before they usually come, one struck at him, and I couldn't mend his wounds. He's dead. Healer. Irina, where's his body? We gotta. Might be a way to bring him back. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's just find him. Where'd you put his body? Where is he? He's just in the main area. And as you enter this first part, you can tell that the mansion is well furnished, but the fixtures show signs of great wear. You notice that there are oddities that are boarded up windows and the presence of a holy symbol in every room. You see the burgomaster is on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin, surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay.
Okay. Did she go out and get flowers for him? Was there a funeral? How long has he been dead?
It's been 3 days. I haven't been able to go out since. But if we don't, we need to board up the house again. We can't keep it this. It's almost time for the attack. Please, can you board up the door again? I appreciate your help. I'm really tired.
Can we see if she's injured in any way?
You can roll insight. And Hume will go and attend to the body. You can see on her, she has bandages with dried blood on her, on one arm. Her tunic has been slashed open on like her stomach area. Her pants are pretty well worn from kind of like some nips, but she isn't in any like huge danger, I guess. She does look very tired.
She said that nothing got in though, right? Into the house?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, how did he die and why is she injured?
She did say that while they were boarding up the windows, one came and like through the window slashed
Oh.
the burgomaster. Hume will examine the body and say, "It looks like he was affected by some infections. The bandages didn't seem to do a lot, as the damage was on the inside."
We should bury him, give him a proper funeral.
We'd really appreciate that. It's not part of my job that I gave, but if you're willing to help out, I'll give you a few extra coins for your help.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to get him out of the house.
Yes.
It's a little smelly.
How much time do we have until daytime? Or till nighttime? Sorry.
It's about 8 o'clock right now.
Oh, okay.
It's night.
It is night. So, we can take him downstairs. Wrap him in bed sheets. And when morning comes, we will bury him.
Maybe, if you don't mind, the two of us might be able to rest. You said that were you staying at the inn?
Yes.
All right. Well, if when the creatures come, I don't know if it will be much help, but you all seem very well rested at this point.
Why are these creatures coming and attacking you every night?
I don't know. It just happened. Started happening a few weeks ago, but I did leave to get some supplies, but Irina didn't let me back in. Just too afraid I'd be too much of a danger. Or in danger.
Is Irina still there in the
Yeah,
the room
she's
with
like
us?
slumped against the wall still.
Irina, were you attacked by a vampire?
No. I wasn't. I've been attacked by wolves.
You seem awfully certain that they are going to come and attack you.
No, I said we. We were under attack by wolves. The household.
And they've killed the man that owned the house, your father, correct?
Yes.
You suppose that's what they wanted for some reason?
Wolves? Do wolves want property?
Well, wolves don't normally continue to attack the same house night after night.
That is true. I don't know why.
You guys remember that statue we saw? The man with the wolf?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's controlling the wolves.
I doubt it. I don't think so. I guess it'd be possible, but I can't think straight. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps in the morning you'll be able to answer our questions after a good rest.
All right.
I'm going to grab a sheet, I guess, wherever I see a sheet. I'm not even going to ask. I'm going to start wrapping the body.
All right. Hume will help.
And then, Hume, let us take this downstairs.
Sounds good. And he'll pick up one end of the coffin. Will you pick up the other end?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And you he's not a light man, so make an athletics check with advantage since you're both doing it.
Acrobatics, you said?
Athletics.
Oh, athletics.
All right.
One-handed.
Hop,
I'm
hop.
doing a dance, like the funeral coffin dance. Balloon and Zelenaste.
Ismark will pull Irina to her feet and say, if you want to just keep an eye on the ground floor, I think we're going to go upstairs and have some sleep. Thank you again for your help. And he'll lead her up the main area or up the stairs in the foyer and to their bedchambers, leaving Hazel and Maeve in the foyer while Hume and Kay take the coffin downstairs.
I want to have Samuel be super sneaky and hang out outside their bedroom doors.
Okay.
And I don't want him to be seen.
We'll make a
Stealth.
but it'd be dexterity since it's an NPC character, right?
Yeah.
Unless you have a stealth stat.
No. Oh, but he gets +4 to stealth.
Ooh, there you go. I think you can click stealth on there.
Oh. Yeah.
That's fine. So that's 22. So Samuel will pad up very quietly and watch them as they go into their chambers. Ismark will first lead Irina to hers, and then after some time exit, close the door, and head into another chamber. But will not see Samuel sneaking.
I'm just gonna tell Samuel to telepathically let me know if anyone comes out of their doors if they wake up.
Okay.
And if that means if I'm out of range, then he'll have to come find me, come closer into my range to let me know, then so be it.
Alright, so what would you like to do? Hume and Kay will set the coffin in the basement and head back upstairs to meet the two of you.
So, should we have a plan? We're just gonna stand outside the house?
Outside.
Do we want to fight outside or inside?
Work on getting this. Hume will go over and close the door and put the bar over. Just in case. If we decide on inside, then we'll be inside.
I was thinking about that spell we have. Hume says he was using fire. I think Kay and I both have spells that will set a bonfire. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can we have more than one bonfire burning at the same time with the way that spell works?
I can only cast it once, so I can only create one bonfire at a time.
Okay. Well, we could put some bonfires in the front and the back, possibly, wherever they tell us that these things normally come from. He might give us a good placement for those to just light up the yard so we can see what's coming, so we don't have any, just to light it up out there so we can see.
All right, that sounds good. Do we have any alarm spells or bells?
I have an alarm spell, yes. House, huh? Okay.
How big can it be?
How big can what be?
The alarm spell?
The alarm spell.
20-foot cube.
20-foot cube.
Oh.
But it lasts 8 hours.
So we could put it at the back of the house while we
Yeah.
at the front of the house or something?
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Also, bonfire lasts a minute. You can't cast it every single time, but just know that it only lasts a minute.
If they broke down a door or a window, it'd be good to put that in front of it.
And isn't bonfire concentration?
It is.
So we wouldn't be able to cast any other concentration spells.
Complicated.
If we get into a fight, I can cast Flaming Sphere. And I can move it around as a bonus action.
Try not to burn the house down.
Make sure to do it outside. Maybe not in the weeds either.
Burn house down. Got it.
Cremation.
Oh, wait. Shit. I forgot about that. I would have tried to do the thingy with the magic item that I got.
Do the thingy?
Attune to it.
Which magic item?
Cloak of Protection.
Oh yeah. You when you're resting, you can totally do that. It only takes an hour. You do a short rest and do that.
Okay, I would have done that. And probably tried to learn what it is and stuff as best as I can.
You feel more protected after you attune to it.
And this says I gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while I wear this cloak. So that's probably where the death save +1 is coming from.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Figure
there you
it
go.
out.
You can go.
Way to
It
go.
is a magic item. And you can go into your cog and change it back to 0 instead of -1.
All right. Sweet. I am
I didn't
smart.
realize that.
Smarty. I mean, a smarty. Cool.
All right. So, Hazel, you want to ritually cast alarm in the back while you still have a
Yes,
little bit
and
of
I
time.
will designate that the humans will not trigger it. So the gentleman, neither of the nobody. Well, you know what?
You're-
The humans. The only human is you.
Oh, you're right. Well, the humanoid no, I don't want to say humanoid creatures. Okay, I will just say that
Our party.
You
Our
can
party-
designate these 4 people plus the 2 upstairs plus
Mhm.
Samuel.
And the cat.
I guess the cat won't do it either. Yeah.
All right. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna check the windows and see if they're secure.
Okay.
I guess.
Hume will pull his remaining javelins out so they're much easier to grab and throw.
I will also pull out my javelins. Just a few, like 5, I guess. And check all my arrows.
Maeve, as you're checking the windows, you do see like, though they are boarded up, you can kind of see like little slivers of the outside, and this house is as far south of the village as it can go, and when you go to the back and look out through the slits, you can see the forest behind the house, and among the forest is a low fog.
Have the windows been boarded up in a way that makes it easy to shoot through?
With a crossbow, yes, because crossbows are much easier going through slits. Arrows, maybe, but it'd be harder to see through.
I don't know if I have a crossbow.
Could
I borrow her crossbow?
You could. I mean, it's on the floor in the foyer still.
I grab it.
All right. You see
light
2
light
bolts.
crossbow?
Yeah. You see the 2 bolts in the door, and one that she was struggling to fit into it. She seems to have taken the others upstairs with her.
Okay, I'll grab those and then check around the house, see if I can find anything anymore downstairs.
Okay. Make an investigation. You do go around up and down. You see a few. There are, you managed to find 8 in total, 8 bolts. Some of them were sitting in the drawing room with the body of the burgomaster. And then some have been hidden in the foyer to keep a good stash. But that's all you managed to find. So 11 total.
Okay, cool.
All right. Anything else? Okay. So Hume will turn off his light spell on his shield, and get his flail out, ready for any attackers to come. and he'll stand at the front door, kind of just waiting there for any sounds to hear.
I'll look out the slits of one side and then walk to another window until I find something.
Okay. If you're already, roll perceptions.
Oh, whoops.
Okay. So you wait for a good portion of time. About an hour goes by. You don't hear anything at all. The slight creaking of the house as wind will blow against it. Hume will kind of like anxiously pace around the main area, and the floorboards will creak with wear. But nothing happens. You wait another hour. Silence. Another hour goes by.
After an hour passes, I'm gonna go upstairs just to make sure like they're okay.
Okay. With that roll, you do see, as you go upstairs, you see Samuel kind of stalking the doors, watching them.
Any trouble up here, cat?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Any trouble up here, cat?
He just stares at you.
I'm going to put my ear up against both their doors and try and see if I hear anything, or if hopefully I hear snoring.
Okay. You press an ear up against, and you don't hear anything.
Did they lock their doors? I guess the guy's door, was his door locked?
Do you want to try?
Yeah, I want to try and quietly open the door, just to make sure they're still in there.
Alright, make a stealth roll.
18.
Right. You feel the knob. It doesn't seem locked. Push inside, and through the slight crack you make, you can see Ismark is passed out on his bed.
All right. Hamlin, and I'll quietly close the door. And then I'll just, all right, good job, Cat. Keep up good work. And then I'll go downstairs.
Alright.
And I'll go look at the back door. Like, just look out the windows if there's any windows in the back.
You do look out the windows, and beyond you can see the forest with the fog. And with the 23, you do see just like movement off in the distance. Like figures moving side to side.
Is anyone near me?
Did anyone station themselves in the back?
I've been moving kind of around the front of the house.
Same with Hume.
Okay, I'm gonna tell those two when they get near me, like, still movement back here.
Oh.
By those trees.
It has begun.
These trees are about 200 feet away in the back. You do see the same iron fence around the back, and the backyard is very much the same state as the front, just weeds, matted ground, and brambles.
You said it was 200 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So I couldn't cast bonfire out there. I'm just gonna ready. Go tell old lady. It's time to get ready for battle.
Oh,
Hazel! Just kidding.
what? Are they coming?
Did you fall asleep?
No. I was just resting my eyes.
I think I've been ready for a couple hours now. But
What time is it?
you're not really sure what time it is, but it's been I guess 2 hours after 8, so 10.
Okay.
I guess it's to be getting close to the middle of the night.
Well, I didn't hear my alarm didn't go off, so
So they're not close, but we saw, or Kay saw them out there.
What if they plan to attack at midnight?
okay. Should we set our bonfires? They don't last very long, though.
They don't, and they would not reach where I saw movement.
Okay.
Let's wait until they get closer, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure the front is still good. I don't want a solo sentry in the back. Is that cool with everyone?
Yeah.
Manuven.
Just
I'll
holler
head
if
to
you
one
need
of the
me.
sides of the house.
Hume will walk back to the front, the drawing room where the body was found, and keep an eye out the windows there. Everyone make another perception, but with advantage this time.
Let's see. To do that, I just click the advantage, and then I click perception.
Yes.
Did that do it?
Yes, it did. You got a 20.
Okay.
Okay. So, Kay, you're keeping an eye on the back, and you do see that movement still from side to side, but nothing ever approaches. With that roll, you do see like a glint of like a little bit of yellow in the trees, but it happens like a second and it's gone.
Nada na saan Fenharel.
Nothing gets closer. Another hour goes by, no activity. Another hour, nothing.
Kay's starting to get bored. I mean, Maeve is starting to get bored.
So bored you can't remember your own name.
Yeah. She's like, now not so much paying attention to the windows, but looking around the house.
Alright, so it's been 4 hours, so it's about midnight, as you would guess.
That is plenty of sleep, right?
Not for a human.
Oh. Mirabilis.
Humans like to have 8 hours of sleep, and these two may need more than that. They've been up for a very long time.
We forget how much Shemlin like rest.
Yes.
Another hour, 1 o'clock.
It could be that the reason they're not attacking is because they can see that the house is well guarded. That means we're still doing our job.
Do we have to stay here every night? Forever?
No, we should be finding out why and who is sending these creatures to attack.
I bet it's the devil.
Mm.
The Wolfman.
Fenharel.
Kay, Okay, what does that mean? You keep saying it.
Venharal is like evil god. It translates to dread wolf, but he is the most evil creature, most evil thing
Alright.
my people know. You
I
might
got
call
it.
him devil or demon.
I gotta learn some Elvish.
To my people, those two aren't the same. Devil and demon.
Indeed.
Both, although, should be wary when approaching. Or when approached, I guess. While you're waiting, it's been several hours. Do you do anything as such?
I think Kay would probably start getting bored and would just try and cast a bonfire as far as she can outside. So, 60 feet? I think is how far I can cast it.
The
60 feet.
backyard is like 40 feet away before the fence hits, so you can cast it just outside the fence area.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to cast it outside of the fence area just to see. Like, oh, okay, that is 60 feet. That's good to know.
Maeve is poking around the house, opening drawers, looking at family photos.
Stealing shit.
if she comes across something.
She's gonna take all of their family photos.
Hazel, are there any spells you wanted to put in your spellbook while you're waiting?
I don't even know how to do that. I have spells in my spell book, but I remembered I did when I leveled up, I added 2 spells.
Mm-hmm.
Daggers and Agnagger's Scorcher. And then I had Magic Missile, Sleep Alarm, and Witch Bolt prepared for today. But I don't know how to put more in my spell book.
So wizards can put any spells they find in a spell book or a spell scroll in their own book, but it takes 50 gold and 2 hours per spell level as well. So level 1 will be 50, level 2 will be 100.
Okay.
And your evocation, right?
Yes.
So any evocation spell you put in there is halved for time and money. So it's 25 1 hour per spell slot.
Okay. And adding it into the actual adding it in there is done by
you can go to the compendium that I told you about and search for it.
Yeah.
And then click and drag it onto your character sheet, and it will automatically enter it in.
Okay, I'll do that. And I'll go ahead and blow. I'll see what I got. I'll let you know.
Okay. Just
I'll
keep
do
track of the money.
I will.
But yeah,
That's the compendium.
It's quiet. It's a quiet night for an attack. Maeve, roll an investigation if you're looking for stuff. Maeve? Okay. You're searching around. You kind of just like look at this, look at that. Don't find a lot of stuff that's of value. You can tell that the silverware at one point was probably worth something, but it's pretty tarnished right now. You find some candlesticks that could be worth a couple gold, but nothing of immense value.
She won't take anything, just poking around.
Okay. So another hour passes. Nothing.
So it's like 6 hours have passed, right?
Yep.
My God.
Well, this is probably the easiest job I've ever had to do.
Maybe it is enemy's day off as well.
Another hour. Nothing. Silence. Another hour. Just boredom. It's been 8 hours, and you've encountered nothing.
Kay is gonna go upstairs and check on them.
Okay. Make another stealth check. If you're being quiet, I suppose.
Maeve wants to go too.
Okay. So both head upstairs. Who is checking whose room?
I will check Ismark.
I will
And,
check the other.
Yeah.
Okay. So you quietly open Ismark's door, and you see his position has changed. As his arm on his head, leaning back, but he still seems to be asleep. His chest is moving up and down very slowly.
Does he look like? I guess would I need to roll an insight to see what kind of facial expression he's making? Like if he's having a bad dream or if he
You
just
roll
seems
insight?
like. Okay. Well, no, he's asleep.
You aren't sure. You don't know him well enough to see what his resting face is, but you would suspect that he might look a little bit better after a full night's sleep.
Like he's looking a little better
He does.
from the
Yes.
hours. Okay.
He looks stressed, but he looks better than he did. When you peek into Irina's door, your room, you very quietly creak it open and see through the crack. She's in there. She's sleeping, but the bedspread is a mess. Her clothing is just like bunched up, and tight. It looks like she's had a rough night. You can roll insight as well if you'd like.
I'll try.
But the state of the bed, and you can see that though she's getting some rest, it's not a restful sleep.
All right. And I quickly scan the room, just make sure nothing else is in there.
Looking for stuff to steal.
No.
You don't see anything else inside the room. Just a disheveled woman in bed.
All right, close the door.
He seemed to be sleeping well. Still sleeping.
She was not sleeping well. She looks pretty bad, pretty terrible, but still sleeping.
Did you happen to check her, and Kay gestures to her, like, the neck.
I don't. Could I have seen from that far away?
No, you didn't really see from that distance. You'd have to get up close.
I could go and try and see. I'd have to get much closer, though.
Just because that note said that she was bitten. Though I guess we don't know if vampires always bite around the neck or if they bite in other places.
I've been watching a lot of True Blood. I know where the other places are.
I don't know, like, how vampires do their thing. I don't.
Well, yeah, I'm curious too. I mean, if I do wake her up and freak her out, it's nothing scarier than she's already been through, right?
It's true.
I'm gonna go back in.
I will stay here and guard door.
All right, sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, before you go in, I'm gonna cast. Well, let's see. Up to a minute, so I'll cast guidance on you.
Cool.
Make another stealth roll. With the D4.
I thought I had it turned on. Oh well. Okay. Stealth. Please be good. D4.
Nice.
It's sleight of hand, but it's the same thing.
Oops.
Same stats.
Yes, that's right.
Alright, so you approach very quietly. The room is fairly nice, although it seems to be stripped from anything of value. It's not really. I guess it's the mayor's daughter. It doesn't seem like she's been blessed with a bunch of stuff, I should say. Everything is pretty bare minimum. There's a dresser, a vanity, closet, a bed. It's not even a 4-poster bed. It's just like a simple bed. And you approach her, and as you do so, she's you see her hands are tightly gripped on the bed sheets, and one of her hands is still holding the rapier she had before, and she kind of like tosses a little bit, but nothing too extreme. And you very quietly approach, and when she moves her head to one side, you see 2 scars on her neck.
Scars.
She like, goes back, and you lose sight of her. But yes, you see 2 like round scars, as if they're like bruises, but not quite.
Any of those anywhere else that I can see?
She's heavily. She's got a full tunic and
Blanket.
pants. She doesn't have a blanket on her. She's just got the pants on. She didn't get undressed before getting to bed, but you do examine like exposed parts of her skin, like her hands, her lower arms, the wound on her right arm seems to still have dry blood on it, and it's wrapped and bandaged as best she could. you can, like, if you really want to, peek on the shreds in her stomach. Her tunic has some rips there if you want to peek inside.
I'm not a peeping Tom. Kay, are you at the door? Is the door open? Are you looking in?
Unless you close the door.
Yeah, if you close the door, but if you left the door open, I would be like kind of glancing from the shoulder to look in to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I didn't close the door, and I'm gonna gesture to the neck, like pointing at the neck. And
Kay is gonna be like, "Oh shit."
and before I leave, can I see any papers or notes on any dressers or vanities?
Maybe a diary.
Yeah, on her bedside table.
This woman is very under a lot of stress. Let's look through her stuff.
I just want to help. I have the best intentions.
You look around. You look around for any kind of note keeping or stuff like that. It's pretty bare in here. You don't find any parchment or ink or anything like that.
Okay. I will. Does she have a closet? Nah, no, I'll go.
Okay. So you creep out of the bedroom and very quietly close the door.
Let's head downstairs.
Yes, she has bruises on or scars on her neck, like a vampire bite, but not fresh.
This is very concerning.
And she's.
I don't know much about vampires. Do you?
I don't know. I might have learned a bit about evil things, but I haven't specifically looked into vampires, telling the DM, so I don't know if I should roll on anything.
I don't know. Your totally depends on where you're coming from. It's possible that Kay would know something since vampires are creatures of the night. If you wanted to roll history, I'm not sure about anyone else's background or how interested in vampires or wolves you all are.
Kay would probably know more about wolves.
Okay.
And maybe wolf-like creatures. But
I want to roll this. I'm gonna roll history to see if I did read anything that I remember.
Go ahead. So what are you looking for? What, like, in your mind, what are you thinking of?
Anything that I can remember about vampires.
Just in general?
Like,
nothing specific?
Because I don't even know if vampires in D&D are the same as like outside, so if they bite the necks, they drink blood, does the wound heal quicker than normal, or
is it like a virus, maybe? Like, is vampirism a thing that you can get?
Yeah, so is she gonna turn into a vampire?
Yeah, like if she's a vampire, or maybe she's just a blood bag.
That's not very nice to say.
Well, I mean...
Well, so I'll say that with that roll, Maeve knows that there are different kinds of vampires. So it's like a caste system. So you got the head. They're like pure vampire. They have their wits about them. They're the ones that are the stereotypical, that go out and like feast upon the living, that kind of thing. And then like below that there are the thralls. that a vampire can choose not to permanently damage the person, and can like turn them kind of like a charm, but it actually involves biting them. And then below that is like the spawn, which is a vampire will bite and turn them and make them like his minions, like his they're under his control, but they still have like a bit of their personality with them. And then one more tier is like basically zombies, where you get bitten and the vampire can choose to like, oh, just drain you completely, and you are just a husk of a person, but you're still you're like undead at that point. So they're like the main vampire, and then just like different kinds of vampires after that.
Alright. I wonder if she's been charmed.
Is there a way to break charm?
I don't think it's charmed in the sense of a spell. Like she's probably being haunted, and that's why she can't sleep very well. Nightmares.
Great.
But the letter said that she was dying.
Didn't the letter say something about abandoning them? Perhaps we should go tell Hazel and Hume this.
Mm-hmm. I do that. I go downstairs and I meet up with them, and then I tell them about the vampire like bruises on her neck.
Oh.
And
So is she the vampire? Why did she hire us to do this? Is she gonna feast on us?
She was not the one that hired us. It was her brother Ismark.
I think
Does he know?
He was in pretty big denial about it.
Well, maybe I should. I wasn't looking for that when I checked his body. Maybe I should go downstairs and see if maybe she did that to him.
Oh, that is a good idea.
All right, you'll go downstairs. Anyone else want to go with him?
I'm still outside. They came down to me, or did they bring me upstairs?
We came down
They're
to
all
you.
down in the main area.
Yeah.
I'll stay at the front door, but I do know a little bit about vampires. Just the old wives' tales. I'd never seen a vampire myself, but they would say that a vampire could only be killed by a stake through the heart and then being buried at a crossroads. Or if a person is not yet a vampire but has been bitten, they can be cured by killing the creature who bit them. That's what the village women, the older village ladies would say.
Well, maybe I'll. Do I have? Yes. What do you know? The background for Hume has a wooden stake in the monster pack, I guess.
I have that too.
So he'll go into his backpack and retrieve large sharpened piece of wood and kind of like creep downstairs.
I'll go with him.
All right.
I will stay at the back door and keep eye out.
Surprise! The body's gone. No. They'll go downstairs and find the cloth wrapped person in the coffin, and he'll like start unwrapping it with one hand and keep the stake in the other hand. But he will check the head and the neck and that kind of area for any signs of bites. And he searches as best as he can, but he looks up at Maeve. I'm just finding scratches, like wolf claws, but I'm not seeing any piercings like you described.
Let me look. Can I use investigation?
Yep.
Old ladies also would say that a vampire can change form. They said a bat, a wolf, or other animals, or a mist. This is just what the old women would say. I know, it sounds crazy. I didn't believe them.
I'm not there, but we've encountered mists and wolves.
We have.
I mean, we haven't encountered wolves. We've seen wolves.
We think we've seen wolves.
Seen the
Yeah.
results of wolves. All right. You're looking more specifically for this thing, and you uncover the body. He's a bit of a hefty man, so it takes a little bit of time for you to like move him and like check as many spots as you can. You do see the large claw mark across the chest, and when you're checking that, it looks pretty infected. It looks gross at this point. But when you check the neck, you don't see any signs of the bites from Irina. Like Irina's neck.
Hume, do you think we need to be worried about werewolves?
What?
Is that a thing?
He'll look at the stake. Is this helpful against that?
I think we need silver. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we should go upstairs and lock the door, and if we hear anything, at least we'll have a door that will slow its progress.
All right.
Rewrap the body. It's kind of more hastily done since you're trying to get out of there before anything happens.
Before it wakes up.
And you head back upstairs and shut the door.
So I didn't find any vampire bites. I just found claw marks.
Yes. Do werewolves also come back from the dead?
I don't know. Let me roll history. Yes, they do. We should all be very afraid.
God, he's been dead for days, and yet he'll be back. This is another death house.
He's
What have
gonna
we signed
instantly
up for?
sprout fur.
You got a vampire upstairs, a werewolf downstairs. Oh my god.
We're all gonna die.
Okay, Hazel, be on guard.
There's
Attack
a werewolf downstairs.
Attack from all sides.
Oh my goodness.
But Does anyone want to do anything?
I've been trying to write into my spell book, but my pencil keeps breaking, so I'm just frustrated.
Okay. So you will get that burst of adrenaline of fight or flight, and he'll put the stake away and pull out his flail, and she'll get on guard again. Alright, but it's been 7 hours, I think.
You said 8.
I did?
Yeah,
For sure.
that's what you said. And then we
Yep.
went up
Okay.
and checked.
Yep, you did.
It's been 8 hours. And, you haven't heard any activity from upstairs. Samuel hasn't reported to you. But you haven't heard anything from outside as well. Which would have put it about 4 in the morning, so it's still pretty dark out. And humans on guard for a bit until another hour passes and nothing goes on. So it's been 9 hours.
You know what we could do? If we have a holy symbol or some garlic, I don't know, possibly some silver, but we could test these items with the young lady upstairs to see how far into this disease of vampirism she may have fallen.
I don't think her brother would like that very much.
We can stake her in the heart, and if she dies, she's a vampire.
I would stake her in the heart because perhaps we can still cure her.
Sticking in heart?
Let's find out who she may have been around. Perhaps she'd be willing to talk about who she's been in the company of.
Well, when they wake, we shall question further.
Well, I think it's possible that she could have been bitten, but then charmed in a way that made her forget. So maybe she believes that she hasn't. She's
Sure.
not lying. That's what she believes.
It is human nature to believe that even though everyone else is succumbing to a disease, that you are immune, that it's not happening to you. And that is why she denies. But she may also not know what has happened to her. But to just talk to her perhaps and find out who she's been in the company of other than her brother and her father.
But her father seemed to know. And would a child not
Did know.
consider their father?
Yes. And when he spoke of the powerful person, perhaps we can find out who that is and where they are from the young lady.
Hopefully she is willing to tell us.
I don't know. Did we show her the letter? I don't think we did.
No, because Ismar
Brother-
asked us not to because of the adoption note.
Oh. Okay, well, what's more important?
Yeah.
Can we just rip that part out?
Get it right out. We're gonna censor it out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, it got torn on our adventure. Too bad. My blank blank daughter, the fair Irina.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all.
We found it like that. What can we say? I think we should do that. Maybe she will see that it has been written by their father.
Is it light out right now?
No, it's 5 in the morning.
Okay. Let's wait till the sun comes up and see what her reaction to sunlight is. If she has a window in her bedroom, we can open the window and see what her reaction to sunlight is.
I don't think we've gotten really direct sunlight. Does it have to be direct?
I don't know.
It's always cloudy.
Been cloudy even during daytime.
The old ladies would say that a vampire would burn up during the daylight.
Even on overcast days?
Yes, yes. She may have a strong aversion to it. We can do all these things to test, but what we really need to do is find out who did this to her.
Do you think maybe that person would come back? She's the daughter of the leader of the town, so she's kind of important.
I don't think anyone else in town knows that the Burgermeister is dead either.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Might look suspicious if we're carrying a coffin from here through the middle of town.
To take it where?
They must have some place to bury their dead.
Oh,
towns
like a
do.
graveyard. Yes.
We should go up to her and open the curtains in her bedroom as soon as the sun comes up and visit with her and see if we can find out who she was around.
Mm-hmm. The letter also said that for over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. So, some people must have heard of that creature, or they might have more information. We haven't actually asked anybody.
They just refer to it as him.
Oh,
Or
the devil.
Yeah.
They don't want to make the devil mad. I think that's what the tavern guy said.
Maybe Ismark and the sister might know about this devil. Maybe that is where we start with the questioning.
Mm-hmm. We need to know more about Barovia.
Hmm.
Let's go wake him up.
it's still 5 in the morning.
Yeah, but they've been sleeping for like 10 hours.
All right,
I'm just kidding.
it's up to you. But like I said, you haven't heard any activity from like the floorboards creaking like somebody's up, and Samuel hasn't messaged you anything.
The window... Was there a window in her bedroom?
Yes.
Was it boarded up?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I will step outside for a second just to get some fresh air.
Are you sure? Do you want company?
If you want to join, that's fine.
I suppose at this point, the danger is past. If it's not coming yet, it won't come for the rest of the night.
He didn't say that they came during the day.
No, he said they come at night.
And we haven't seen any movement for a while?
I've just seen slight movement out 200 yards past. 200 feet past?
Yeah, feet.
I'll stay here just in case, but maybe somebody else can go with you.
Alright, sounds good. I will just go out back. And
I'll look at Hume like, are you a gentleman or not?
What?
Go with her.
Oh, I thought you were fine. I'll go out, follow Kay.
I just want to kind of patrol around along the gate and the fence.
Okay.
I just want to look for like any kind of maybe markings of creatures that might have come to this area.
Alright, make a perception or investigation. So you're checking out the grounds around the house, and you do see there has been a path that has been trampled down directly against the house. But you do see throughout the yard with the weed and the brambles, scores of wolf paw prints and human footprints. So not shoes, but bare feet.
It seems awfully strange to find bear tracks out here.
Bears?
No,
Wolves
you
are
know,
bad.
like bare feet. No shoe track. Just
Feets
wolf
of
track
bears.
and bare feet. Not feet of bear, but bare feet. No shoes on feet.
Why would
Oh.
bears wear shoes?
Ah,
Oh
shut up.
God. Here, what's your intelligence?
-1.
I point out the human, like the footprint, and I like stamp my foot that's shoed next to it, and like
Oh!
footprint,
Oh
bare
yeah,
foot,
bare feet.
bare foot, not feet of bear.
Fair.
Right.
Okay.
Something that-
Feet of human.
Yes, yes.
So what about it?
Why are there bare feet out here? Wandering around woods and trails.
Well, she's kind of pretty. Might be some stalkers.
Why do stalkers not wear shoes? It's not ground for walking.
I don't know. They're crazy stalkers. I can't get in
Do
the
you-
mind of them.
Do you think there are lots of stalkers in this town?
There's a lot of something. I'm not sure what.
This is suspicious. If it's one thing I know about Shemlin, they like shoes.
Shemlin?
Shemlin. You're not.
You're not there. You can't question
I need to learn some Elvish.
If you learn the language, I'll give you the book. I'll give you the diary. Yeah, so I'm gonna like look at them. So are they like so they're like just weaving along with like these wolf feet, or do I see like wolf tracks and then suddenly human tracks?
The wolf prints are more straight lines. Not, I guess not straight lines, but just like more together. So like like going in circles or going straight or that kind of thing. The human footprints are scattered. They're very erratic. So they don't have any kind of like certain direction, like the wolves do.
Well, this is all
Zombies.
very strange. There is no definite track of these bare feet tracks. Like they're just suddenly dropped from sky and start wandering around, but there's no direction. But the wolf, there is clear straight line direction. From point A to point B, this is where wolf went. But human, it's just there all over the place.
I don't know.
Thinking is not my strong suit.
I'm not meant for thinking.
I'm gonna look in the woods, just kind of look around, and then I'll be like, let us go back inside.
All right. And you do look in the direction of where you saw the figures, and you don't see anything this time. It's as if the figures have gone some other way.
I'll go inside. I was like, I did not see any other movement in the woods. But something very odd. Human bare feet tracks with wolf tracks.
Werewolves?
I don't know where the wolves went.
Werewolf.
Holy shit, Hume. You sit over there and don't talk.
Sit over there and think about what you did.
Don't think too hard, you might hurt yourself.
How about werewolves?
How wolves?
How wolves? When wolves?
Werewolves!
They're werewolves.
Oh my
but
god, werewolves!
They deal with time, and so they are when wolves.
But who wolves?
Wolves. That is the true question. Very good, Hume. I'm gonna roll history to see if I know about werewolves. I know about wolves. I don't know nothing about werewolves.
I would say that you know that there's some form of, since you are a druid, and you know of, like, shape-shifting, you know that there are some people who can exclusively turn into only one kind of animal without being in the druid craft.
Oh,
skills.
that is true.
But you can't recall anything else about werewolves specifically. Well, how about we think about what to ask, and we'll continue this next time.
Okay.
We'll get some
Interrogation!
questions in, possibly some answers from these two, and find out where you're headed next.
Sweet.
Next time on Barovia.
Curse of Strahd.
The gang spends 3 more days trying to figure out what's going on.